Good morning, student. Today's chapter, that is chapter number 4, that is eat. This is the new chapter we have started. So first we will understand the term called heat. For understanding term, I will just introduce this chapter. First we will study introduction. Introduction. As you are familiar with the term called hot and cold. You all are familiar with these two terms, that is hot and cold. Many a times we come across in our day-to-day life, we will come across this term called hot and cold. In summer season, in summer season, most probably people ask for a cold water, a glass of cold water. So in summer, due to hot climatic condition, we require cold water. Therefore, they ask for cold water. If you see in winter, they will ask for a glass of hot milk, or we can say hot cup of tea, or hot glass of milk, or hot cup of tea. And most probably in winter season, you will find people sitting near the heater on, or you can say near the fire. Why this is happening? Because in winter you also like to sit with a heater on. What make these things or place hot or cold? What make this place? We can say this is a place. What make this place hot or cold? What make this place hot or cold? So this place may become hot or cold due to what? So due to temperature difference. Due to temperature difference. See difference. Here this is a room. We can say this room is having high temperature compared to outside temperature. So what happens? Due to temperature difference, heat transfer takes place. Due to temperature difference, heat transfer takes place. So if you take a cup of hot cup of tea, and place in a table, after some time, after some time, you will find the hot cup of tea becomes cold. You will find the hot cup of tea becomes cold. Why this is happening? We will understand in this chapter. So basically, this happens because of difference in their temperature. If you place a cup of tea here, this is a cup of tea. Placing a cup of tea. This temperature T1 is greater than outside temperature. This is T2. This temperature, this is T1. This cup of tea, that whatever in the tea, that coffee or tea, that is temperature T1. Then outside temperature, this is outside temperature, that is T2. The temperature is higher than the outside temperature. Outside temperature is lower compared to this cup temperature. So this T1 is greater than T2. So this temperature is higher than this temperature. So what is the temperature? What is the temperature? What is temperature? Temperature means, what is temperature? What is temperature? Here we are talking about heat, but what is temperature? What is temperature? What is temperature? The quantity, we can say the quantity by which, it is the quantity by which you can compare how hot or cold a body is at a particular temperature. What you understood? It is a quantity. This is a quantity. It is a quantity. Temperature is a quantity by which you can compare how hot or cold a body. If you take one body, this is a body. To check this body, whether it is a hot or cold, you require some, that is a quantity of which is required to compare the body is hot or cold at a particular temperature. We can say at a particular time, we can say particular time, not temperature, this is time, at a particular time, If you take a cup of tea, in a table, take a cup of tea in a table, this is a cup of tea, this is a, at a particular time, this is at a particular time t1, if you keep at a particular time, this time, at that time the temperature will be different. If you observe after 10 minutes, the cup of temperature T2, the temperature will be lower, because the whatever temperature is there, that is transferring to the outside temperature. Why this is happening? Because there is a temperature difference. Outside temperature is lower compared to the cup temperature. If you see cup temperature will be higher. So due to this difference, the temperature will always transfer to the outside temperature, and the cup temperature will decrease. At a particular time, it will take time. Therefore, temperature also known as, temperature is a function of temperature is a function of time. Therefore, they will write T is equal to T, function of time. Indicated, temperature is indicated as a T, capital T, and small t is indicated as time. Therefore, temperature is a function of time. Wherever the this temperature always depend on time. At a particular time, the temperature will be different. At a particular time, again, the temperature will be keep on changing according to time. So this temperature always depend on time. Therefore, you will find it is a quantity which you can compare how hot or cold a body at a particular temperature. That is the meaning of temperature. What is the temperature? It is the quantity by which you can compare a body, compare how hot or cold a body is at a particular temperature. That is the meaning of temperature. But already we have come across some hot, cold, or some example of this temperature, and also we understood the temperature. What is temperature? So now we will study what is heat. What is heat? What is heat? What is heat? It is a form of energy. It is a form of energy. It is a form of energy. Form of energy. Earlier, scientists have believed that it was a fluid. It is a kind of fluid which gained by a body by eating. Which can be gained by a body. This is a body. We can say this body. If you by eating, this body gain what? The body gets eaten. It gains. When you heat, the body gets eaten. After some time, what happened? When it was eaten, it gains the body. The body gains when it was eaten, and it lost when it was cool. And it lost. Gain. It is gaining what? It is gaining hot. When the body is said to be gained when the body is eaten, and the body is said to be lost when it is cooled. Then eaten. Got it now? Therefore, that is eaten. So this is cooled. So they believe. It is a type of fluid. It is a kind of fluid. Fluid means, water fluid. It is a kind of fluid. They thought it was a kind of fluid. The body gained when it was eaten and lost when it was cooled. They think like that. But in 19th century, the two scientists that is called Count Count Rumford and James Prescott. These two scientists, they thought that it is a form of energy. It is a form of energy known as thermal energy. Known as thermal, THERMAL, thermal energy. Thermal energy. These two scientists, Count Rumford and James Prescott, they think that it is a form of energy. It is a form of energy. Energy means what? Energy means what? What is the energy meaning? One energy, capacity to do work. Capacity to do work. Energy means what? Capacity to do work. So it is a form of energy. It also involves in doing some work. It also involves in doing some work. So we can say thermal energy. Thermal means, what is meaning of thermal? Thermal means heat. Thermal, heat energy. Thermal energy. Therefore, it is called, this heat is a form of energy. Therefore, that is also called as thermal energy. This energy can be converted into another form. It will be converted into other form. This heat energy, not energy can be cannot be destroyed nor created. It cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed. But it can be converted to one form of energy to another form. One form of energy to another form. For example, we will talk about what are the energy which is converted from one form to another form. So here, if you rub your palm, after some time you will feel warm. If you rub a iron and a stone, you will find that after some time you will feel warm. And also you will saw, if you see a saw, they are used for cutting woods. In the between the two pieces of wood, it gets heated. It gets warm. It gets heated. Why this is happening? Because in this, the two surface, if you palm two palm, if you come in contact and you rub it, what happens? The two surface having some irregular surface, due to this there is a development of friction. Due to friction, the heat will produce. So this is all done between the two surface. There is a friction. Due to this friction, it is producing some heat. So here what happened? Here, in this all cases, what is happening here? Energy is converting into one form to another form. Here what is happening means, here mechanical energy is converted into what? Heat energy. Here mechanical energy, here rubbing of palm, this is mechanical means any action is involved. Mechanically we are doing, or rubbing, got it now, or cutting a wood with the help of saw. So these are mechanical energy converted into heat energy. Or you can say, if you burn wood, or you can say if you burnt some petrol, or you can burn some coal. These all what? These are fuels. This is what? Fuel energy is converted into heat energy. Got it now? Here, wood is burnt, petrol or coal, they will give what? Heat. So this is what? Fuel energy. We can say these are all. We say that fuel energy. This is fuel energy. Energy is converted into heat energy. Got it now? Heat energy. Similarly to that, it can also be converted into other form. It can be also other form of energy. For example, it can be converted like in steam engine. In steam engine, you burnt coal. If you burn coal, what happens? Due to heat, it will fuel the train. It will pull the train. Here, what happens? In steam engine, what happens? Here, heat energy is energy is converted into mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. Here what happens? Steam engine, heat energy is is capable of what? Converting mechanical, is fooling the train by with the help of heat energy. Here heat also converted into mechanical energy. Here mechanical energy also converted into heat energy. It can be converted one form to other form. It can be converted into one form to another form. If you see here, if you see how electricity is produced by if you see in thermal power plant, if you go, there is a boiler. In that boiler means where heat is produced. Big boiler is there. In that boiler, what happen? They will burn this coal. Coal is a fuel. Fuel is burnt in order to produce what? Heat. This heat is carried to a this heat is carried and it will produce a steam. It is produced in condenser. They use condenser. So this steam is burnt and this steam is expanded. This heat is this steam is passed to the turbine. Where the turbine, the heat is expanded, the steam is expanded. Due to the expansion of steam, it will convert it into a mechanical energy. It will run a mechanical energy. It will in turbine, it will convert into a mechanical energy. Here, fuel energy converted into steam energy, heat energy. Heat energy is expanded and is converted into mechanical energy. This mechanical energy is connected to generator, where it will generate into electrical energy. So these are how the energy is converted into one form to another. This can be converted. If you take a candle here, chemical energy is converted into heat and light. If you touch the flame, you will burn, your finger will burn due to hotness. So here we can say chemical energy is converted into heat energy as well as light energy. It also gives light. So this is also we can say heat is a form of energy which causes sensation of hot, heat and cold, which cause sensation of heat. And if you touch, you will find you will burn, your finger will burn. You will get some sensation of heat or cold. Got it now? This is the how this heat definition. We will study what is the SI unit of heat and what is the how we calculate heat. Next video. I hope you understood after this introduction part and what is the exact meaning of heat. It is a form of energy. It is a form of energy. Energy means capacity to do work. We get energy to do work. So anything to do work. So this mechanical energy also this energy can be converted into another form. This cannot be created or nor can be destroyed. You have studied in lower classes. And the two scientists, those who find out that it is a form of energy, those names are what? Count Rumford and James Prescott. These are the two scientists who discovered this in 19th century. This is a form of energy called as thermal energy. It is called as thermal energy. I hope you understood. Next we will study the how what is the SI unit, how it is calculated. Thank you.